Hey everyone, welcome back to my Learn to Crochet series. I've been market prepping like crazy lately, and today I was making my mini crochet pokeballs, and I thought it would be a perfect project to show you some of the beginner plus crochet stitches that are really helpful when making amigurumi plushies. The three I'm going to show you today are the magic circle, which is the most common way to start a amigurumi in the round project, as well as the increase and the decrease stitches. Most importantly, with the decrease, we're going to go over the invisible decrease stitch, and I will explain that more later. So to start, we're going to show you the magic circle. So you're going to need some thread and a crochet hook, really any thread and any crochet hook will work for this. Just use a crochet hook that works for the size of the yarn that you're using. So to begin, we're going to take our yarn with the tail end. You're going to lay it across your fingers with the tail going against your baby finger. You're going to wrap it around your index and pointer fingers and make an X at the top of your fingers. You see that X there? Next, you're going to take your crochet hook and you're going to bring it underneath that first line, and you're going to grab the second with the hook and just drag it underneath. Next, you're going to bring it up, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through one for a chain. And that is the start of your magic circle, where you will add in your next regular single crochets, half double crochets, whatever you're working on the next project. And then you just use that tail to gently pull that loop closed. So one more time, I'm going to take that out. We're going to go over it again. You're going to wrap it around your pointer and middle finger, making an X. Okay. Put your crochet hook, under the first line of yarn and grab that second, dragging it underneath, lifting it up here. You're going to yarn over and pull through for a chain one. Perfect. Next, I'm going to show you the increase stitch. An increase stitch is simply two stitches in the same stitch, and it's used with any stitch that you're using for the round, whether it's a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and so on. For this example, I'm going to show you it with a single crochet. So again, that just means two stitches in the same stitch. So for this, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. And I'm going to insert into that same stitch again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. And that is an increase. So again, you're adding more stitches to the same round. One more time, I'm going to show you in that next stitch here. You're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. You insert your hook again to that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. And again, that works with any stitch you're working. If it's a half double crochet, the same thing applies, just doing two of them in that same stitch. And lastly, today I'm going to show you the decrease pattern. Now I'm going to show you a basic decrease to start. I'm just going to add in a stitch there for a second. So a basic decrease just means you're doing the next two stitches, combining them to make one stitch. So you're lowering your stitch count for the next round. To do a basic decrease, you're inserting your hook, yarn over, pull through, but instead of yarning over and pulling through both on your hook, you're going to insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through all three. So again, that's combined those two stitches into one stitch for that next round. However, when you're doing amigurumi plushies especially, if you decrease in this way, you'll end up with these little gaps, and it can make it less tight for stuffing, or you'll see a bunch of gaps in your pattern, which you don't want. So I'm going to show you a commonly used trick, which is the invisible decrease, to get rid of those gaps. So for an invisible decrease, you're going to use the front loop only. So you can see here, my hook I put in between the two loops. There's a front loop and a back loop when you're using the stitch here. So if you were to just put it through, there's two loops on your hook. But if you see here, there's actually a front loop and a back loop. So you're going to insert into the front loop, and the front loop of the next stitch as well. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through both of those front loops, leaving two loops on your hook, sorry. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Now you can see there is no hole left here because those back loops are helping to fill that space. So again, that invisible decrease, you're going to insert your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch and the next stitch after that. Yarn over, pull through both of those front loops, yarn over, pull through the two loops on your hook, and that will decrease your pattern, and your next row will have that many less stitches. I hope that you found that entertaining and informative. Please leave me any comments below of any questions you might have about those stitches, or let me know what stitches you want me to show you next. See you again next time.